The mother has torn herself free. But the baboons can see that another croc has her baby. The croc will lose its prize to the others unless it leaves the pool. But when it does, a big baboon is waiting. The croc drops the baby. But the brave rescue is too late.
It was madness, a wild and reckless risk. But by some miracle of fate, Lacedaemon silenced the baboon before the enormous troop could notice. In that instant, Lacedaemon, the curious cub, made one of her many transformations. She was suddenly a slayer of her most feared enemy. Quite suddenly, this already momentous kill took an amazing twist. Something moved in the dead baboon's fur. A day-old newborn. It took a moment for Lacedaemon to notice. She's always been curious. But instead of a swift bite to the neck, Lacedaemon stopped, then lay down with the baboon. She didn't know how to react. Hyenas would normally send her scurrying for the trees, but this time, she gently lifted the baby to safety first. Only then did she return to confront the hyena. It was an aggressive defense, protecting the baby, not defending her kill. Then she turned her attention back to the baby. For a cub not yet 2 years old, the sudden arrival of a baby baboon in her life must have been confusing. Lakhadima's eyes never left the baby for hours, and strangely, this newborn started following her everywhere, reaching out to her, most likely imprinting on his new surrogate mother. And Lakhadima seemed to be caught up in her own internal conflict. A young leopard at a confusing crossroads of life, torn between being a predator and an inquisitive cub. Perhaps something more maternal and compassionate started to grow within her at that moment. Finally, both settled down to sleep, exhausted by the event, cuddling for hours against the winter chill.
In 3 weeks, 90% of the calves will be born. More prey than predators can eat. Of all the calves to be born today, in about 7 minutes, the calf will learn to run. With nowhere to hide, she'll have no choice but to run. From one threat towards another. Cats are known to toy with their food, but what happens next is unheard of. A newborn wildebeest doesn't know a lion is a foe, his mother's calf. Then, something miraculous. Instinct draws the newborn to a mother's warmth. fluke of nature, the lioness has saved her from hyenas. But how long will she see? Finally, a distraction. Only nature knows why she lets the calf go. Cold, hungry, and motherless. Poor odds for... The lost calf has survived the night, and she's no longer alone. The mother only has enough milk for one. She's so hungry she looks for milk anywhere. Obstacle course. One encounter has never been filmed. Follow a run in the world's most dangerous marathon.